When considering lunch, remember to choose wisely. The human body digests lettuce for energy and is low in saturated fats and high in vitamin K, A, and C. However, ramen noodles, which are dangerously high in sodium, have very little nutrition. How is food converted to energy? Through digestion and absorption of the foods and vitamins within. The digestive process begins as soon as one begins eating. An enzyme in our saliva, amylase, breaks down starches in our mouth. If one consumes lettuce, it contains 0 starches, so the enzyme is useless. But when consuming something high in starch, like ramen, this becomes very useful for pulling out the sugars for absorption later on. Once the food hits the stomach, our gastric juices attack. In the gastric juice, we have hydrochloric acid for mechanical breakdown and pepsin for protein breakdown. Pepsin is important in reducing the size of protein into smaller peptides. Breaking links between protein helps make polypeptides for easier absorption and breakdown in the small intestine or duodenum. That means that in higher protein foods, we create more polypeptides, meaning that ramen, double the amount of proteins, good and bad, would create many more polypeptides than lettuce. In the duodenum, an enzyme load is dumped from the bile in the liver as well as the gallbladder and pancreas. Trypsin, created in the pancreas, is the main enzyme for breaking down protein in the duodenum, taking the polypeptides created in the stomach and breaking them down to peptides. In the small intestine, the final protein enzyme, eripsin, breaks down the peptides into amino acids. Afterwards, the absorption of amino acids in varying vitamins, nutrients, and water occurs. Not much happens in the large intestine chemically, but this is where the body absorbs as much of the water as possible before making the big pass. So, why eat lettuce? Dietary fiber is a big reason why something like lettuce would be a better choice than ramen noodles. The soluble dietary fibers in lettuce affect the digestive process in several ways. The dietary fibers in romaine lettuce help attract water to create a protective gel that blocks and prevents enzymes from breaking down carbs, allowing for lower glucose intake, which helps lower blood sugar levels. Soluble fibers also lower total and LDL cholesterol.